Good morning, student. Today's session is hyperlipidemia. We'll study about what is hyperlipidemia. So, hyperlipidemia is a broad term also called as hyperlipoproteinemia. It's a common disorder in developed centuries. It's a common disorder which is developed in countries and is a major cause of coronary heart disease. It's result from abnormalities in lipid metabolism or plasma lipid transport or a disorder in the synthesis and degradation of plasma lipid proteins. So now we will discuss about what are the causes of hyperlipidemia. So mostly hyperlipidemia is caused by lifestyle habits and treatable medical conditions. Okay, so obesity, not exercising, smoking are the causes of hyperlipidemia. Diabetes, kidney disease, pregnancy, and an underactive thyroid glands inherit hyperlipidemia. So lipoprotein are micromolecules consisting of lipoid substances non-covalently bound with protein carbohydrate. So these combinations solubilize the lipid and prevent them from forming insoluble aggregates in the plasma. So what are the normal level of lipid in human body? The total plasma cholesterol level is higher than 200 microgram and DL are considerable desirable. The levels between 200 and 239 mg are considered borderline. Okay. So what are the cholesterol sources and biosynthesis and degradation? So we are only found in animal fat. And what are the biosynthesis in cholesterol sources is primarily synthesized in the liver from acetyl coenzyme A. And degradation only occurs in the liver and cholesterol is converted to bile acids. So now we'll discuss about what are the types and synonyms in treatment of hyperlipidemia. So there are 5 types of hyperlipidemia: type 1, type 2A, type 2B, type 3, type 4, and type 5. So in this, type 1, type 3, and type 5 are rare, and type 2, A and B, and type 4 are casually appear in people. So now we discuss about classification of hyperlipidemia. So first is inhibitor of de novo cholesterol biosynthesis HMG cholesterol A, reductase inhibitors, statins. And second is sequestrant agents, that is bile acid sequestrants. And then third is alteration of cholesterol metabolism. And then fourth is inhibition of cholesterol absorption. So now we'll discuss about what are the structures should contain. Then first is lactose ring, second is bicyclic rings, and third is ethylene bridge. Now we'll discuss about what are the metabolic properties of stanins. So first is rapid first pass metabolism significantly reduces bioavailability, as we all know. And second is metabolism is complex and it's extensive conversion between the lactose and open chain forms. And then gluconeogenated forms as well. And other than these three, many other lesser metabolites, then inhibitors of cytochromes P450 increases bioavailability of statins, greater incidence of myopathy. Example, cyclosporin, gemfibrozil, erythromycin, itraconazole, etc. So now the release of myoglobin into blood, which travels to kidney and stop working of its tubules. And also muscles breakdown increase K plus, which induces cardiac arrhythmias and death. So what are the adverse effects of HMGRIs? So these are adverse effects. So these are constipation, abdominal pain, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, headache, elevated hepatic enzymes, myalgia, myopathy, muscle cramps, and chest pain. So, what are the uses? For primary hypercholesteremia and familial combines hypolipidemia in combination with bile acid sequence strands or niacin. So, if any questions, please you can write it onto the comment box. Okay. So these are the signs and symptoms of hyperlipidemia. So we'll closing the session. Now, if you have any doubt, you can write your doubts in comment section. Thank you, students.